It was so incredibly quiet and singing. The next piece is, it involves a little bit of a funny story. I once wanted to build another instrument, which I feel like is a hobby of mine. And I felt like there was an organ we have to make, like a church organ, but minus the church. And we just wanted the pipes, some of them also not as many as in a church, just 56. Not even the shiny silver metal pipes, but the ones behind, hidden. They're made out of wood, and they look like little boxes, or just like a cylinder out of wood. And then you just have 56 of them. They are different sizes, obviously, and make different tones. And we built a little bit of a controller for it and some MIDI whatever thing, so we can play it and control it. And then we figured that it doesn't sound so good being on stage, because the PA is very loud and the microphones pick up a lot of their own signal, and it sounds weird and doesn't work. So in the end we had to put it in the backstage area and connect it with a very long cable to wherever a rather quiet and dry room was. And that was the story of a nice stage design. Didn't work out. But then you could still hear it, because then there were microphones attached to it. And then you just would broadcast also anything which would happen in the backstage into the room, which was sometimes funny when somebody from the venue takes a shower, and you hear that on the microphones as well. And so we had to kind of like put a security person in front of the organ room to make sure that nobody's disturbing the organ, and so on. It's kind of a crazy thing. The most hilarious thing, though, we just did it for exactly this sound here. When you play it in major, it sounds even more cheerful and happy times than when you play it in minor. But it sounds like pan flutes, either way, I think. I was once joking when I was much younger about like writing a piece for 100 pan flutes, because I felt sorry for nobody appreciating the pan flutes. I think I shouldn't have made fun about it, because now I basically have not 100 but 56 pan flutes, and they haunt me for the rest of my life. And now the challenge is to make this sound be usable in a Nils Frahm context. What is Nils Frahm? I thought, what is my music? Is it this? I was like, it seems like even I should know. This is pretty far away from anything. It's hard to connect that with the rest of my doings, and I got a little bit of a crisis. Everybody left. The organ builder, my friends building the electronics. I did a fantastic job. Everything worked exactly as it should. And then I heard it and I was like, Jesus, this sounds like pan flutes. and now there's no way to send the instrument back. When you order an instrument online at Thomann and you don't like it, you send it back. Money back guarantee, 31 days. It's Europe, But when you just work 1 year on something and obviously spend some money on it, then you just start to like something. You really learn to like something, and I think this is a good thing. Just like, in our kind of like silly undo, redo, and whatever culture, we are not used to that anymore. But for me, it was then the task to just like make it, maybe turn it into something we would enjoy together tonight, for example. And so my idea on it was, maybe if I would combine it with a very cool sound to start with, just like almost as if you are the funny character in class and nobody's your friend, and once the cool person is your friend, you are starting to become cooler, right? Some of us, maybe many of us, made this experience, being one or the other person I was talking about. It doesn't matter, because also that changes, depending on the room you're in, and the day. And so I thought, like, this is pretty poetic, let's let's start with that. Let's see, like, maybe this guy here is kind of the nerd in school nobody likes, and he has funny glasses with a plaster on the one side, and you just, you know, like this. But he's kind of a genius, maybe, you know, nobody knows. Like, maybe one day he will just be graduating at MIT and just like changing the world forever. And then we have like the cool guy in class, right?
Cool guy in class.
Too many buttons. I'm very sorry, it's a little delay, but for a cool guy, sometimes you have to wait a little bit. So, this is, all right. He's too cool for school, right? he's almost ridiculously cool, like the college kid with the leather jacket and the greasy hair, and he walks like this. And he's annoyingly cool, and that's his problem, you know. At one point, he won't look that good anymore, and then he will be divorced and lives in a shitty house in the outskirts, becomes a full-on blown redneck. But he doesn't know that yet. Right now, he's like in the school scene. And he's maybe just bored and looking for some trouble. And then this Peruvian kid comes around the corner. And only we know how much they belong together, right? Did you feel that? Maybe they don't realize it, but this is the view of the composer, you know? You have like shitty instruments or like funny instruments in the orchestra, like the very high piccolo flute, which nobody wants to hear ever in a solo concert. And then you have like nice instruments like a cello or like the violin or whatever, and then you just pair them and something really beautiful might happen. And this was my rationalizing process about this instrument, and I thought you should know that because you will hear this instrument for at least 10 minutes. Enjoy that. And